Hi, it's Mark Laughlin speaking for the Ambidextrous Gunfighter. This is the Ruger 1022. This is the Collector Series 2nd edition. It was actually a design that was submitted by a Project Appleseed rifle marksmanship instructor, and Ruger implemented it. I think it's the best way if you're looking for a Ruger 1022. The Collector Series 2nd edition is awesome. I also have maybe a more recent version called Man's Best Friend, which has all the same features, same stock, modular stock, and the Picatinny rail to mount an optic. Okay, manual of arms for this rifle. Basically, manual of arms is a fancy way of saying how do you operate this rifle. Here is the magazine. Well, the magazine release is right here, this little lever that you push forward and the mag comes out, and then you can insert the box magazine just like that. To load the 1022's these little box magazines, or little rotary magazines, you basically get the rim of your cartridge. It sets right in there like that. Push in and then slide it back. So show it again. The rim of the cartridge right there. Push down a little bit, slide back. This is a semi-automatic rifle, so every time you pull the trigger, the bolt will automatically cycle, the next round will load, and it'll be automatically ready to fire. So that's an advantage of the semi-automatic, is once you get your shooting position, your natural point of aim, you can fire and you don't have to disturb your natural point of aim operating a bolt. Safety is what's called a cross bolt safety, right in front of the trigger guard here, pushing from the left side to the right side, pops it up to safe. To take it off of safe, you push that button in. So for right-handed people, basically have your trigger finger here. When you're ready to fire, take it off safe, and then you're ready to shoot. This is using the standard GI cotton duck shooter sling, and just like you can do for the hasty, or look through the trigger guard, get your hasty sling where your hand comes around, get that extra support. Then of course you can also detach from the rear and do a loop sling. This has one of my favorite optics, the Weaver V3, which is a 1x3 magnification. Generally, for range use, you probably just leave it on the 3 power, but if you wanted to dial it down to 1 power, and then that way you can do this whole both eyes open, and your brain combines images from both your optic and the outside world pretty easily. The optic is also adjustable. If it looks blurry, you can loosen this ring here and adjust this a little bit to improve, to kind of make it fit your prescription or whatever. Adjustments are made under these turret covers here. So if you need to change the elevation, you can work under that, and windage is operated under there. Many of my Project Appleseed students have earned their rifleman patch with this rifle. To make this rifle safe is you drop the magazine, the mag out, bolt back. To get the bolt to lock back, you pull the bolt back, push this little tab here on the bottom, right there, little tab on the bottom, push that, release the bolt, and then release the tab. And then we insert a chamber flag, lay the rifle down, and don't touch the rifle. And that's considered a safe rifle. To charge this rifle, you'll of course insert a magazine, and this magazine has a rounded cup there. That's really kind of like almost for your forefinger. That helps you determine the direction of the magazine that goes to the front. So inserts just like that. And then to drop the bolt on this rifle, you just pull the bolt back and release it. Now on most 1022 rifles that do not have this, I've got this one set up with an auto bolt release. On most of them, to release the bolt, you'll pull the bolt back, push this little button down here, release this little tab under here next to the trigger guard, push that, release it, and then the bolt will go forward. But on this one, to lock it back, you push that to hold that, release the bolt, release that tab, it's locked back, and then for this to release the bolt, pull the bolt back and release it. That's the auto bolt release feature that I've got installed on this rifle. This rifle does have the Ruger BX trigger, which makes for a pretty excellent trigger. Pretty light. It's Mark Laughlin speaking for the Ambidextrous Gunfighter. Quick manual of arms of the Ruger 1022.